What is up, everyone, and welcome back to more Death Note. I am here with my reaction to episode 8. I can't believe it's been a week already of the VIP for Death Note. Where is the time going? Before you know it, it's gonna be Christmas. I gotta say, I kind of want time to keep on going, because then the sooner we get through this year, the sooner that COVID can hopefully just bugger off and die, and maybe we can go back to normal. Fingers crossed. But in the meantime, we're here with Death Note. I am really starting to dislike Light, especially after the last episode. I do have some thoughts about things, though. I'm really surprised at the woman, because considering she was ex-FBI, there's just a lot of little things that were kind of triggering me a little bit in regards to how Light was behaving around her. I just feel like from a woman's point of view as well, if some kid was just following me, just behind me, and kept kind of trying to stop me to go back to the police force and things like that, I would be suspicious, and that's just as me. So the fact that she's ex-FBI and a woman, how is she not more suspicious of the way that Light was behaving? I don't know. You could tell that Light was panicking. You could tell that he was desperate for some sort of information from her, and for whatever reason, she just didn't see it. I don't know, I get that she was grieving and maybe that clouded her judgment, but weird. I genuinely believe that she should have seen more, or she should have been suspicious of how Light was behaving. So I'm disappointed that they killed her off already. But at the end of the day, that was basically going to cause Light to get found out. So I guess she had to go. I don't know. But anyway, don't forget to hit me up over on my social media and the VIP Discord. All the links you need are below. Okay, what the heck is he gonna do in this episode? You know what? Let's just do this. Gosh, I'm taking a deep breath on this one today.
That was footage from surveillance cameras at the station. The death of one of the FBI agents is captured on here.
Let's see the following scenes again. Ray Penber passing the ticket gate on his way in, then him boarding the train, and finally the part where he dies on the platform.
Surely it means something that when the guy died, he was looking directly at Light. Even said his name.
Then at 3:13, he boards a train on the Yamanote line. But even if he was following someone at that time, I think it's going to be very difficult for us to draw any real conclusions from this blurry video. Then at exactly 4:42 p.m. Oh, thank you very much, Watari. And at 4:42 p.m., he exits the train at Tokyo Station and dies on the platform.
It's quite strange, don't you think?
I'm sorry, what do you find strange?
I'll tell you what I find strange. A bunch of investigator guys eating ice cream.
He's holding what looks like an envelope when he passes through the ticket gate.
Huh? You're right. It's there under his arm. But in the footage right before his death, it's gone. I can't believe you actually caught that.
He is Al. He is the best. So did anyone ever pick up the envelope?
And if you watch closely at the very end here, it seems like he's straining to look inside the train before the doors close.
Exactly! He's staring at someone. We should get another angle.
There's no reason for Kira to come to the scene of his own crime when he can kill from a distance. Well, maybe he was counting on us to make that assumption and figured he could get away with such a bold move.
I just love the way he sits on the couch. I don't know why, it's just so restless.
I don't see the point in writing these names weeks in advance. I've never seen the Death Note used like this.
Consider it insurance. Suppose the son of the detective superintendent of the NPA was hospitalized. If criminals stopped dying at the same time, it wouldn't be difficult to connect the two.
So that's what this is.
Are you sure that I can use any date as long as it's before the end of a person's predetermined lifespan?
Well, I can't guarantee it because we Shinigami don't normally work that way, but I suppose any time before the end of their lifespan should work.
I really can't count on you, can I?
You got that right.
He's not even on your side, Light.
Yes, this is Suzuki, head of Kira's Investigation Public Information Division. Ray Penber's fiancée. Naomi Misora. Heard that name before.
That's because you dealt with her before.
She was working under me. I guess she must have come to Japan with her fiancé.
Suicide.
No, the Naomi Misora I knew was strong. Not to mention she was also an excellent FBI agent. If anything, it's more likely she'd be trying to catch Kira. It appears she came to Japan with Penber. It's possible that she may have found a lead. If that's the case, did Kira manage to get to her first?
I love Elle. Elle is just like so intelligent, and also the fact that he knows her or knew her is really gonna help in this investigation.
Who are these two individuals he was investigating?
Deputy Director Kitamura, along with Detective Superintendent Yagami and their families. At this stage, I'd like to place wiretaps and surveillance cameras in both households.
You know, there's no doubt in my mind that at some point Light will get found out, but I wonder how soon it's gonna be.
What are the odds that Kira's in one of those households?
Maybe 10%. No, it's closer to 5%.
Seriously? I'm sorry, but it's not worth the risk.
No. Of all the people we've investigated so far, not one of them seemed even the least bit suspicious. Even if there's only a 1% chance, we simply can't afford to ignore it.
Chief?
I don't have to tell you how offended I am to learn my family is under suspicion. Having said that, just go ahead with it.
Wait, so does Light know that this could be an option and that's why he's wiping everything? Is he one step ahead?
But there is no point in doing any of this if we can't be thorough. Now I suggest you keep quiet.
I mean, obviously he's gonna be stressed out because now he's gonna have surveillance cameras in his home.
How long will it take to prepare the wiretaps and cameras we need?
Well, starting tomorrow, I can set them up at any time, provided we know when both houses will be empty.
Oh, do you think that maybe he's starting to suspect Light himself and that's why he's so sad about this? Or is it more just a privacy thing?
Good.
The cameras are rolling! Oh, this is kind of horrible actually, isn't it? Gosh, how long is it gonna be before they suspect him? Seriously. Oh?
How's it going? I don't think anyone else is in the house right now. Do you want to play some video games?
Oh my god! I want to play video games with Ryuk. He's adorable.
Where exactly are we going? Light, don't ignore me when I'm talking to you or I'll get mad. Huh?
Doesn't look like these clothes have been bugged. I think we're safe. Listen to me. There's a very strong possibility that there are wiretaps and maybe surveillance cameras hidden throughout my house.
What? How does he know this?
I left the paper in the door in a way that it would be obvious to anyone entering the room. The real test is the handle.
It is?
When that door is closed, the door handle automatically returns to a horizontal position and it won't go any higher than that. But whenever I close the door, I adjust it slightly. Instead of letting it sit horizontally, I lower it by about 5 millimeters.
Oh my gosh. So it was up again. Oh.
I put a mechanical pencil lead in place as well.
So what do you do with it?
It goes on the hinge. After I close the door, I take the pencil lead and rest it on the hinge in such a way that it will break if the door happens to be opened by anyone. Normally, I'd take it out myself when I get back home. When I got home from school today, I noticed that the pencil lead was broken.
Oh! It's actually kind of amazing that he's gone to these lengths already. Like, he knows he's coming up to being watched.
Hi there. Can I help you?
What's this all about? Are you buying a book about wiretaps and surveillance so you can figure this mess out?
By the way, Ryuk, what about your apples?
Apples? That's right, surveillance cameras. Once the apple's in my mouth, no one can see it. But while I'm holding it, it looks like it's floating.
Oh, shoot!
So I guess it won't kill you to stop eating apples for a while.
Don't you think that's a bit much? Come on.
That's a bit excessive. You let this man eat apples.
Cigarettes and alcohol are to humans. Do you see what I'm saying?
He's an alcoholic for apples.
Unfortunately, I already gave Elle the hint that Shinigami love apples, so I just can't afford to take the risk.
When did you...
If it's so important for you to eat apples, you'll have to find out where all the cameras are hidden. If you're lucky, you might find a blind spot where you can eat them without being seen.
Ah! He's bribing you because of the apples!
Camera search! Sounds so interesting.
Can I just say that Inosuke from Demon Slayer reminds me so much of Ryuk. Does anybody else like put those two together? It's the derpiness. Oh! Yo! Damn.
Oh, I have to find the cameras.
I can't believe my son is looking at those magazines.
It's normal for a 17-year-old. But it seems contrived. It's too obvious. The only reason he didn't want anyone in his room was because he had his magazines. That's what he wants us to think.
Hey, that's my son you're talking about. Are you honestly telling me that you suspect him?
I do suspect him. That's why I placed wiretaps and surveillance cameras in your house and the deputy director's house.
I found a camera in the air conditioner.
So they really put cameras in here. They must have bugged the place as well. Even if this is the Kira case, I didn't think the Japanese police would ever go this far. This must be Elle's idea, which means they've narrowed down their list of suspects. By now, they must have figured out that it was someone who Ray Pember was investigating, or they wouldn't have gone to all this trouble.
I wonder if Ryuk likes the ladies, too. He seemed interested in the book, that's for sure.
I'm their prime suspect and the only one being watched. It'll be okay. Luckily, I prepared for this kind of situation.
So what's he gonna do to throw Elle off of him?
Come on! Dinner's ready!
I love you. Always.
He's so manly!
My parents met George Martin.
What's this? ICPO? They're saying that in response to the Kira murders, Interpol has decided to dispatch a force of 1,500 investigators to Japan. The investigators were drawn from the law enforcement agencies of its member nations. 1,500 investigators? Whoa.
Chances are they've got cameras in the living room as well. Regardless of whether this news is real or not, it's obvious they're just trying to evoke reaction from me. Hell, this is the exact same trick he used last time. The ICPO sure is stupid.
Huh?
I mean, there's no point in making this announcement. If they're gonna send all these people here to investigate, shouldn't they keep it a secret? Even the FBI agents who were secretly investigating were killed by Kira. Why would this be any different? If you ask me, this is nothing more than a desperate attempt to shock Kira in the hopes that he'll reveal himself somehow. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if Kira sees right through this.
He's got you, man. He's got you. Like, he's just saying all the things that Elle wants to hear.
I think that's it, Light. I found every camera they put in the house. There sure are a lot of cameras in this room. I counted 64 in total. I guess whoever put them here expected you to at least find some of them.
64? In the bedroom alone? Oh my god, he did all that work and he can't even have apples. Light is literally the worst.
Judging by the number of cameras he's planted, he's planning to make a decision within a short period of time. This is the closest he can get.
I feel like any normal person, though, wouldn't be considering the fact that there could be cameras. You know?
But Elle is aware by now that Kira can control the times of death of his victims. Therefore, to avoid suspicion, Elle needs to see that criminals whose names are being broadcast continue to die while I have no access to that information.
Oh, the symptoms are starting!
I'm gonna show you, Elle.
Give him an apple! He's an alcoholic!
With Ryuk's information and my preparations, I can continue to kill criminals whose names are broadcast on the news, while masquerading as a typical high school student studying for his entrance exams. Just watch me, Elle. I'll solve equations with my right hand and write names with my left. I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
favorite potato chips ever. Gimme, 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 gimme. I don't know.
Just studying without turning on the TV or his computer?
It's because the entrance exams are 5 days away.
What do you think about it? Can you see through there? Can you see that there's a TV in his potato chips?
The criminal who I should have no knowledge of will die of a heart attack in 40 seconds. And the witness to my alibi is L himself. All right, just a little bit longer.
I don't know. I really don't know.
A few minutes ago, a bank clerk being questioned on suspicion of embezzlement and a purse snatcher being held in a detention center were broadcast on the news. They both just died of sudden, inexplicable heart attacks.
It's him again.
While all that was happening at your home, your wife and daughter were watching television. When that was over, they turned the TV off and didn't watch anything afterwards. From just past 7:30 until now, 11 o'clock, your son's done nothing but study. Kira needs a name and a face. Without those, he can't kill. So I suppose anyone who didn't watch the news can't be Kira, right?
You said it yourself. That means my family has been cleared.
It doesn't make sense that Kira would kill two petty criminals right after their identities were broadcast. I know it's only the first day after the cameras were installed, but the Yagami household seems almost too innocent to me.
Oh, see? Light is playing the game that L is actually looking for. He is.
Another beautiful day.
Well, I can't say for sure whether you're extremely generous or just a spoiled brat. But didn't that mini LCD TV cost you $400?
Yeah, and then you're just throwing it out like it's nothing. Someone gonna check the trash to see that there's a TV. Oh! Oh! Damn you! These episodes feel so short. Okay, I do have some thoughts about that. Do we think the trash will get found? Probably not. I feel really bad for his dad because for 1 minute, L will say things like, oh, that's just like typical behavior of a 17-year-old. You know, he's studying, he's looking at dirty mags. But it almost feels like for whatever reason, L has decided, based on the information that he currently has, he has already decided that Light is the problem. But it's not really given, unless L has dealt with someone like this in the past and he's using that as his reference. I don't believe that Light has given L any concrete evidence as of right now that he's the one doing it, but he's not giving up just yet. So I'm excited to see why L is so sure, because he's only got CCTV in 2 different households and it's not showing us anything of the other people. So why has he almost just decided to spend his time worrying about Light? And will Ryuk ever taste the apples ever again? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Alright, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.